Welcome to the Consolidated Application and Recording System, CARS, Navigating CARS webinar. Our goal for this webinar is to provide training on how to navigate CARS, how to use the tabs, and some of the nuances of the system. We call the header area at the top of the screen the navigation bar. It remains the same regardless of which tab you are working on. Included in the navigation bar are navigation tabs, school name and CDS code, username, log off, and if you have access to multiple LEAs, the Switch LEA link. The tabs displayed on the navigation bar are dependent on the roles assigned to the user. The default role for all users is General Staff. The only tabs displayed for a General Staff user are Home, Certification Preview, Reports, and FAQs. These four tabs will display to all users regardless of the roles assigned to them. If additional roles are assigned, additional tabs will display. In order to enter form data, a user must be assigned the role of data entry representative. A data entry representative can edit and save form data and add and edit contacts. The authorized representative role is the only role that can certify the certification of assurances and certify all forms. CARS is set up to allow each LEA to manage their own users. With authorization from the district superintendent or a charter administrator, the CONAP support desk will assign the initial user administrator for the LEA. The person assigned the role of user administrator can then add additional users, assign roles to users, including themselves, and inactivate users. If a user has been granted access to multiple LEAs, they do not have to exit the application to switch LEAs. Only users with access to multiple LEAs will have this Switch LEA hot link. After clicking on the link, the user can select a different LEA. Only LEAs that the user has been granted access to will be included in the drop-down list. Roles assigned to a user are LEA specific, so a user may have only General Staff access for Beverly Hills Unified and can have all roles assigned for Fallbrook Union Elementary, or the user can go back to the previous LEA. When navigating CARS, we strongly recommend that you do not use your browser back or forward buttons. Use of these buttons is the primary cause of application errors or data loss. Everything in CARS can be easily accessed via a tab or a hot link. A primary way to navigate CARS is using the tabs displayed in the header. The Home tab is the landing page after logging into the system. It displays all open data collection forms. The forms are listed by fiscal year and include form deadline date. Please be aware that deadline dates can vary by form. And the last column is a form status. Form status can be none, no data has been entered, or saved, draft, data has been saved, certified, data has been certified by an authorized representative, and certified obsolete. Previously certified data is obsolete and requires action. Also included are snippets, which advise what's new, known issues, where to get more information, and the CARS site maintenance schedule. The Data Entry Forms tab displays to users assign the role of data entry representative. It is similar to the Home tab with the following exceptions. First, it allows you to filter the forms by fiscal year, by program, and by status. Second, after the deadline date has passed, certified open forms drop off the Home tab and are only available on the Data Entry Forms tab. The Certification Preview tab displays to all users. It allows the user to view the certification status and messages of a form. Only forms that have been saved as draft or have been previously certified will display. To view the certification status, check the form box, then preview certification messages. The system will run all rules associated with the form and display either ready to certify or not ready to certify. If not ready to certify, a message count and link will display. When you click on the message link, the messages with their severity and description display. All errors must be resolved or fixed before a form can be certified. Warning and note messages will always display, but the form can be certified. If there are no issues, Ready to Certify will display. At the beginning of every fiscal year, the LEA must certify the certification of assurances before any other form can be certified, including prior fiscal year forms. When you select the Certify tab, the form will immediately open. The Certified Data tab is only displayed to users assigned the role of Authorized Representative, and only the Authorized Representative can certify the certification of assurances. The certification of assurances cannot be saved as draft. After the form has been certified for the fiscal year, it will not automatically open again. To continue, either click on the Certify tab again or the Continue to Certify Data button at the bottom of the form. The Certified Data tab functions similar to the Certification Preview tab. The tab displays all forms that have a status of draft or certified. To certify a draft form, select the form, then certify submissions. If the form does not have any issues, a success message displays, and the form status changes from draft to certified. Please note, just because all forms on the Certified Data tab are certified does not necessarily mean your consolidated application is complete. Always check the Home tab for forms with a status of none. If there are any issues with the form, it will not certify. Error and a message link will display. If you click on the message link, the error message will display. You can click on the form name to open the form and correct the error. Some forms have certification dependencies. A certification dependency means another form must be certified before or at the same time as the form you are attempting to certify. Normally, a certification dependency is put in place if there is a data dependency between the two forms. In this example, Title I, Part A reservations allowed must be certified before or at the same time as Title I, Part A school allocations. If a dependent form has a certification dependency on an optional form, then the certification dependency is enforced in a rule, and you will see the certification message when you save the form. The Report tab displays for all users and includes all forms open and closed by fiscal year. All reports are opened in a PDF format. This allows the user to save the report locally. There are two levels, district and school. Multiple district-level reports can be selected to be included in the single PDF document. School-level reports can only be opened one at a time. Unlike the Data Entry Forms tab, only one fiscal year is displayed at a time. The current fiscal year is the default year. Like the Data Entry Forms tab, the reports can be filtered by fiscal year, program, or status. Each report includes the LEA name, the CDS code, the form status, the last saved by username, and the date and time it was saved. Please note, reports with the status of none may show more or less information than the data entry form. If a data entry form has been saved as draft or certified, a submission record is saved to our database. If a change was made to source data, example, the entitlement or the school list, the report will not include the change. It only displays the data that was included in the last saved or certified submission. The User tab only displays to users assigned the role of User Administrator. The User tab displays all active and inactive LEA users and the roles assigned to them. General user management instructions are provided on the tab. To edit a user's active status or roles, click on Edit to the right of the user's name. To add a new user, select the Grant Access tab. When adding a new user, follow the instructions provided. More information on user management is available in the CARS LEA User Guide. Roles can be added after the user is associated with the LEA. When editing a user status or assigning roles, again, refer to the instructions provided. The Contact tab only displays to users assigned the role of Data Entry Representative and/or Authorized Representative. The Contacts tab allows the user to associate a contact name with a contact type. Contacts can be non-CARS users. General contact instructions are provided on the tab. To change a program contact, click on Assign to the right of the contact type. Follow the tab instructions to assign the contact. To add or edit a non-CARS user contact, click on Edit Contacts, Non-Users tab. Follow the instructions to either edit an existing contact or add a contact. When adding a contact, verify the status is active, then enter all required fields before saving. Detailed instructions to add, edit, or assign a contact is available in the CARS LEA User Guide. The last tab is FAQs, Frequently Asked Questions. After clicking on the FAQs tab, a new browser window or tab will open, displaying the CARS Frequently Asked Questions webpage. To navigate into or to open a form, click on the form name. The form name is a hot link that can be accessed from all tabs except the Reports tab. The Consolidated application consists of fiscal year categorical program-specific forms, sometimes referred to as data collections. Every form includes the following: the full form name, including fiscal year, if applicable, program information, data entry instructions, if saved, when and by whom, and finally, form contacts. Forms are open for a limited time period. Once a form is closed, the certified data entered can still be accessed by report. If draft data was saved after a form was certified, when the form closes, the report reverts back to the last certified version. Or if it's never been certified, the report will show a blank form. When data entry instructions is selected, a new web page or browser window is opened. Instructions may include data collection purpose statement, guidance, CDE program staff contact information, an explanation of any source data preloaded to a form, step-by-step procedures to complete the form, an explanation of any calculations displayed in the form, and a list of all form errors and how to resolve them. As previously mentioned, some forms have data dependencies on other completed forms. This is why we emphasize that you should work from the top down when completing your CONAP. Examples of data dependencies are Title I Part A school allocations is dependent on student count data from school student count actuals. Title I Part A reservations required is dependent on allocation data from Title I Part A LEA allocations. And Title I Part A school funded staff report is dependent on the funded schools in the Title I Part A school allocations. All forms with data dependencies also have certification dependencies. Data quality and business program requirements are enforced by validation rules. When a form is saved, if a requirement is not met, a rule is broken, then either an error or warning message displays. All rules have form and certification severity levels assigned. Form error messages will not allow the form to save. Certify error messages will prevent the form from being certified. Form warning messages allow you to save the form. In most cases, form warning messages will become error messages when you attempt to certify. The messages displayed with the warning or error advise either what is wrong or what must be corrected. Again, you can refer to the data entry instructions for error resolutions. Some school-level forms have summary and detail views. Due to the volume of school-level data collected, the forms are layered. The top layer consists of a summary view or list, which includes all of the applicable schools, whether any detailed data has been entered, and the ability to edit the school detailed data. Please note, the summary view includes the download, upload school file buttons, and, more importantly, the save button. To view the second layer or detail view, click on the edit link for a school. Enter data as needed, then click on Next or Previous to go to the next school. Once all data has been entered, you must return to the summary view to save the data. This is very important and a common problem, so I'll repeat it. You must return to the summary view to save the data. To return to the summary view, click on View List. Then click on the Save button. If you leave the detail view without returning to the summary view and saving the data, all data entered will be lost. A helpful feature to large districts with pages of schools is that all school-level forms have the option to download the school grid, enter data, and then upload the data into the form. Any pre-populated data in the form, whether saved or not, will be included in the downloaded file. Simply, you download the school template to Excel, make your edits, save the file, then browse and upload the school file. Only data that is open for data entry in the form can be edited in the downloaded file. Even though the downloaded file opens and looks like an Excel file, it is actually a web page. When you save your edits, you must change the file type from a web page to Excel 97 2003 workbook.xls file type. Otherwise, when you attempt to upload the file, the CARS application will not accept the file or edits. Before uploading the file, please make sure you remove all added rows or columns, filtering, and any other special formatting before you save the file. After saving the file in CARS, you will need to browse for the file, then upload the school file. Please note, uploading the file does not automatically save the data. If you receive any error messages, please refer to the CARS LEA User Guide for instructions on how to resolve the issue. For more information about the Consolidated application and CARS system, please visit our website shown here. Our website includes links to all the form instructions, program guidance, legal assurances, the CARS LEA User Guide, and so much more. If you have business or categorical program questions or have questions related to a specific form, please contact the CDE program staff contact listed at the bottom of the applicable data entry form. If you have problems with CARS, please contact the CONAP support desk by emailing us at conapsupport@cde.ca.gov. Or you can call us at 916-319-0297. On behalf of the CONAP support team, I want to thank you for attending the Navigating CARS webinar. We hope you have found this webinar helpful and informative.